intro. Attempting to record this. It's technically for the 4th time, but I did a whole thing for the 2nd time. Wow, great intro. It is week. Just annoying. Shoot. It is week 5. Thank you. And yeah, week 4 was a forfeit win for us, unfortunately. We're still catching up. Recording these, been lazy with the thumbnails. Have this thumbnail ready to go, so it should be uploaded as soon as I am done recording it. Like, it's going to be watched a million years in the future by aliens, and they're excavating the ruins of our civilization, so they won't care about that at all. And we are facing Arrow, and I think this is a pretty good team of his, to be honest, but it is without a win still. So I do expect to see a Alolan Golem, because he's trying to get those Godslayer kills to get that 8th seed. Yeah, the Ogerpon is also scary into us. I was thinking about bringing Hydrapple. I do not. I bring this instead. Hydrapple would have dealt with Ogerpon on its own pretty much, but it doesn't really do anything otherwise. Like, you know, full disclosure, we are dropping Hydrapple for Tangrowth after this week, because that was dropped. That is the mon I originally wanted to pair with Ho-Oh as a regen core. Hydrapple has way too many weaknesses. It's not really bulky enough, especially in this format where there's a lot more ice because of all the dragons. So both of those things really contribute to Hydrapple not really doing much. I thought about bringing it as a goodbye thing, but you know, whatever. I don't really get sentimental about it. But we're also dropping Thundurus, who is coming this week, because I just never really cared about it. And we're dropping that for Hydreigon, and we're able to do that, even though it's more points, because we're also dropping Obstagoon, who is so weak. It needs both Flame Orb and Scarf, and even then it's like weak. Like, it has 90 attack, so its Facade is doing nothing. I did a calc versus Corviknight this week, and it's Thunder Punch. I have like a hair in my mouth. Great. It's gonna be disgusting all the time because I also have mucusy. It's always what lingers after my colds. But Thunder Punch, even with Guts, is like nothing to Corviknight. I don't even think it 2 hits. I can't be positive on that, but like, it's really pitiful damage from Obstagoon. So that has to go, and we're gonna do Dunsparce instead, and that will have access to Terra, more defense on our end, and another slow pivot. So that overall, I think, will really improve the team. Hydreigon I've used before, and I didn't do fantastic with it, but I feel a little more confident with it now. It can do a whole lot. Like, it's very threatening, and it is very bulky, like, if it wants to be. And I think it's certainly going to be a much better dragon type that, like, can actually use, like, you know, its dragonness, as opposed to Hydrapple, for which it just gets in the way. But anyway, this is our team. We're going to bring this cool, bulky, mixed Scarf Gren. Low kick, even at minus attack, is going to OHKO that Chien-Pao. It's mostly there just for that. It also, with the bulk, can come in on it anytime at once, pretty much. I'm going to have to, like, predict a Sacred Sword after us being chipped to do anything. Maybe if it's banned, then it can do that, but I'm not going to worry about that. I don't think that does it anyway. Yeah, and then, you know, Ice Beam for Ments. We're not going to get over the +1 Ments. I could have if I wanted to, but whatever. Scald, also, in general, you know, just good to keep that ice coverage in the team. And it also comes in on Dirge for free every time as well. So overall, that could be really cool. Gonna bring Ice Spinner on Iron Treads. Should live. I don't remember if it's +1 or just regular Adamant. I think it's Adamant. EQ lives 2 of those with the lefties, so that's nice. From Ments, and Ice Spinner to, you know, hit that back as well. Even at +1, of course, then it's also not going to knock us out. +2 will, but we're not going to let it get to +2, like I said. Vaporeon has that Ice Beam also for that Ment, and helps with Chien-Pao as well, and Tusk, and half of Ogerpon it will help with. And yeah, Toxic overall also, you know, is important into Porygon, which otherwise pretty much walls us, and Dirge. Oh well, we've got the Scarf. I was thinking about not bringing Scarf because we already had. I love Choice Scarf. It's one of my favorite items because you can see we have 3 of them. That will. Not gonna say I'm gonna bring it every week. Probably not. But that is going to get over as far as Choice Scarf in general goes. But that's going to flip the Ogerpon matchup on its head, which is important. Because otherwise we have some issues into that. Because our other Scarf with Thundurus, which we're dropping up this week, doesn't actually do much into it. Oh, shoot! Okay. Okay, hopefully that didn't, you know, nothing really happened there, hopefully. Yeah, and then, but like Thundurus is like, it's mainly for there for Corviknight. Grass Knot will hit, Great Tusk and Flash Cannon will hit, the Chien-Pao. Zamazenta with Cobra Berry, and Ice Fang is another option for Ments. Body Press, pretty good in general, and Stone Edge for Dirge. I think it 2 hits, like not Fizz Death Dirge with the investment that we have in attack, and it is good into Porygon. Overall, yeah, you know, the Iron Defense Body Press could be good in the end game, and yeah, I mean, I guess that's going to be the team. Oh, by the way, I have Rapid Spin on Treads, and I put EQ on Ho-Oh, I guess instead of Deep Fog. Yeah, so here we go. Okay, so we did see a Alolan Golem. Ogerpon is going to be a big threat. The Chien-Pao and the Ments are here as the Ubers. Porygon good into me because of the. I don't really have much that can really get past it, even in a Zama. Since it can't boost efficiently, it'd have to be like banded. I don't even think band Oko's this. I'm not sure. Don't think so. And then Thundurus, which I didn't hardly prep at all for because I don't respect it in the slightest. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like its toolkit. I don't understand it as a Pokemon. Of course, it's one of the best VGC mons of all time because it. I guess Prankster Thunderwave, you know, for some reason that's better on that than on like any of the other Prankster Thunderwave users, like Klefki, or I guess Klefki doesn't really do damage back, or like maybe it's because Taunt, I think, is superior in VGC with Prankster, because it can affect more of the field. Like, not, I know it's not a spread move, but like there's probably going to be like a utility Pokemon to start that you can taunt, whereas opposed you need to get the matchup right in a singles for it. I don't like it. It doesn't. Both that and my own Thundurus Therian, which I do think is better, because it has. I was gonna say speed tier, but the other one's actually faster. But it's just. I guess because it's just stronger and it has Volt Absorb. But like, I don't know. These Pokemon suck. I don't like their designs. Same thing with Tornadus Incarnate. Obviously, I don't like the Enamorous designs because they look stupid. I don't like the Landorus designs either, even though those are actually good Pokemon. Both of them. But like, it's weird. It's like because they're really bad at being offensive. Like Thundurus Therian is pretty good at being offensive, but like the other one, like it's just not like threatening. It pretty much is limited to electric type moves, and it's like, okay, I have 2 immunities here. Like, I'm not scared of Focus Blast ever, pretty much. And even I said I was last week, you know, just because that's what I'm actually playing it. In prep, I'm not going to be scared of Focus Blast, I don't think. And then you know, it's just Grass Knot, and then it's like it's better in draft because it has those prankster abilities, but like it's not as good as like any other prankster mod, despite the offensive power it allegedly has. It's just an awkward, unwieldy mon. Mine has been really limited this season. I'm very happy to drop it, even though I don't really dislike it. Yeah, so whatever. We're gonna see if that thing can actually hurt us. Anyway, we're gonna lead off with our Scarf Gren. Very easy lead, because I can U-turn off anything. Unfortunately, that's all I can do into this. I'm not gonna try and low kick it for 0 damage. And we're gonna go Treads because we're feeling that electric move can come out, and indeed it does, and the Protean really helps us out. So we get our rocks here, fairly free. Of course, Ogerpon coming in is a good move on his part for sure, because now this thing is a threat and got in for free. So I'm thinking he's not going to Horn Leech to start, and I'm going to pivot through. And indeed, no, okay. So Spiky Shield, now he should have a good idea that we're Scarf, but I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway. He could have gone into several different things on that, but like, I need to make him respect me being Scarf, like, for sure, pretty much. Like, I don't want, if I have the opportunity to pick off that Ogerpon, I'm going to attempt to do it. Especially because I'm not really concerned about this. No matter what he does, he has 0 coverage for my own Thundurus, and that's, like, I can hit him with an electric type move at least. But Defog comes out, okay. So it's, again, it's utility, but it's already taken almost 50 from a resisted attack. And like, then my Ho is gonna run wild. Get the Toxic off on that, and then we're pretty much golden, because that thing is not gonna wall us. Okay, I don't care about that. And then at this point, we're just going to try and Vortex this thing. I can't be frozen because of Sacred Fire. Yeah, we're just going to... And then Sacred Fire is free, even into his Rock type here, because it does have that burn chance. I'm not going to take the chance here. But then he makes it double into... to be honest, was a little strange to me. But it honestly makes sense, because I'm probably not going to go into something that can actually pick this off. So now he can't recover. But I'm just going to go get those rocks back up. Can no longer take care of them. This is very good for Mints and for Chin Pao if it's not Boots. Go into that because I'm thinking an electric type move is unlikely on Treads, so I can get this for free. Then I can just continue to Vortex and... just, you know, if he wants to switch, then it gives me the initiative. If he wants to sit, then it gives me Toxic. And I don't care about Toxic on this because I'm not going to need to sit on Chin Pao or anything for very long. And the double occurs. I felt pretty comfortable going into Ho-Oh on that, because he would need to pretty much Ivy Cudgel into my Vaporeon. And risk the Water Absorb. It's not like I could do much back, but like, I don't know. But like, I mean, I could have stayed in. I was unlikely to Ice Beam, but I could have like Toxic or something into this. At any rate, I'm seeing this in front of me. It's taken damage already. I'm going to just Brave Bird. If it wants to try and roost it off, you know, it's not going to really be able to. But yeah, I'm just going to hit it, let it get to +1, and then take it out with, you know, Treads or Zama or even Vaporeon should do it. Oh, but we get the crit. You know, to be honest, I wasn't really in love with that play, just because, like, you know, Ho-Oh could be taken out afterwards. So maybe I was going to sack it, or like, I don't know, I'd have to sack something. Hopefully I had that in mind is the idea. It's because I've not really been playing up to my potential lately. But yeah, I don't mind that play, and it worked out with the crit. But we were gonna win. At least we were gonna get rid of Ments easily, otherwise, and then like I was gonna be comfortable getting like letting Shreds get weakened or something. Right? Yeah, I mean I wasn't really gonna be scared of Golem, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I should have. Yeah. But, you know, Zama can take care of Golem, I believe, after. So, you know, either Treads or Zama was going to be able to take care of Golem after I dealt with that Ments. And I don't think I was going to be dumb enough to, you know, flail around and get swept by a freaking Golem. At any rate, he makes a huge mistake, and for some reason just gives me 2 Pokemon that will just die to my Brave Bird. And he doesn't Spiky Shield, he doesn't even Ice Shard, and now it's over, and I'm nice and I let him get this Godslayer kill. I don't know, maybe that wasn't fair to the rest of the league. Sorry, okay, well, no time for worrying about that. I didn't need a 6-0. I thought that was fine, and it was interesting that it exploded with that electric type explosion. So, you know, the point of the league is to see the Godslayer kill, so, you know, we will allow it. It would have been funny if I did go into Treads on that. That was not a move I predicted, though. I don't even know what I thought was going to come out, like a rock type move or something. I was going to be able to pick it off afterwards with pretty much anything, no matter what, because it's not like I was going to like activate Weakness Policy or anything and then let it get set up. But then even then, I believe I'm faster with both my Scarfers, so we're fine. It was never going to deal with us, reverse sweep us. But yeah, I had a bunch of other things to say after the last time I tried to record this, but I don't even remember what they are. But we're 3-2 now, and hopefully, you know, they can be more consistent with the uploads here. This is because I did my whole thing of the mons I was dropping afterwards. But I already said that. Yeah, baseball has consumed us this season, so we've also been less on top of it. But yeah, we've got this one coming out now, and this season we'll be finishing off normal, should be finishing off strong, and we now have a winning record, so things are going well in general. Goodbye.